What the heck? Why is he stream so early? What the fuck? Hi. I was gonna stream last night, but then I fell asleep. And now I'm doing chores, and I figured, you know what? I actually have to travel later today in just a couple hours, but I was like, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna try to finish this Ace Attorney case that I was gonna do last night. A sleepy little guy. I bet you're wondering why I'm not so sleep. Hey, I'm sleep, I'm not so sleep. Guys, what if it was Game Grumps, but they were sleepy? What about that? You never think about that. Anyway, it's probably a shorter stream because I have to travel, but I want to finish this Ace Attorney case. And also, I need to catch up and talk about some of the crazy bullshit that's happened in the past couple days, chat. Not even mentioning some major news that's come out. I mean, brother, what the hell? Mario Galaxy movie casting announcements, Half-Life 3, fucking new Steam hardware, the GameCube classic, Metroid Prime 4 drama, the Crafton company, the ones who did Subnautica, bought Hi-Fi Rush, but now they're an AI first company, which is fucking hell. There's a lot going on, chat. I need to talk about it all. And what better way to talk about it than by talking about it? So that's why I'm streaming. But I hope your Saturday is going well. I actually got up at like 8 a.m. today because I went to bed so early last night. I suppose I was just a sleepy little guy, and I am starting to feel like I'm getting over my illness a lot more. I can't even remember how much I've talked about being ill. Oh, and you know what else, chat? When was that? Was it 2 days ago? 2 days ago. So I was also gonna stream 2 days ago when I got back from work. And kind of impromptu, I checked out Dumbmoth's stream first, and she was playing Mama's Sleeping Angels, which is a game I've been looking forward to for a really long time, because it also popped on her that it's playtest. It has an open playtest now, and so we were both like, what the hell? And so she was like, hey, you wanna hop in? So I was actually, if you want to see, I was on Dumbmoth's stream, last Dumbmoth's stream, and we played Mama's Sleeping Angels. And it was incredibly fun. Super, super fun. I always appreciate when I'm invited onto other streams and stuff like that. It's always just really fun, and for a friend slap game like that, I'm all for it, because, you know, you need other players. You don't need other players, but it's significantly more fun when there's other players. So I had a great time with that. It was very, very fun. Thank you to Moths and Butt Charity for having me. That was a very, very fun stream. So that's where I've been. Why were Mama's Angels so sleepy? Is a long, long story behind that. The game is confusing and weird in a really good way. I like Mama's Sleeping Angels. Angels, oh my god. I genuinely wrote angels as angle. Oh, Mother's Sleeping Angels. I could be your angle or your devil. Chat, I gotta make a weird noise, 1 sec. I am getting over my sickness still. I'm most of the way there, but I'm not over it yet. Bless you. It was more of like a weird, like, guttural noise. I don't know. I just my throat is going through it still. But you know who else is going through it? Who am I defending? Machi Tabai and Ace Attorney. So let's freaking defend this child. As soon as the game finishes launching, you know, that might be important. But yes, I was over on Dumbmoth's stream the other day. If you're looking for that stream, Dumbmoths has it on her archive YouTube channel. She has a VOD channel as well. You should go there and watch it, because it was pretty freaking cool. Moths is very kind and cool, and I appreciate. It's super, super freaking epic. Chat. So you know how I took like work off for Ace Attorney and for Kirby Air Ride next Thursday and all that, and I was gonna play Kirby Air Ride, and I've been looking forward to Kirby Air Ride. Turns out, I guess I posted about it, but I'm in med school, so it turns out I'm gonna have to go do that. I'm going and visiting and touring med school, so I won't actually get to do the stream I wanted. So this game I've been waiting for 20 years, I can wait a couple days more. Very sad I won't get to play it directly on launch. I'm looking forward to Kirby Air Ride. But I'll just have to play it sometime on like Sunday or something. Whatever, fucking trading playing Kirby Air Ride on launch for an MD, you know, whatever, man. Let's see. Steam Frame, Steam Machine, and Steam Controller are neat. I'm looking forward to the Steam Controller because even though people say it looks weird, if they make a good controller for PC games, that's kind of awesome. Steam Frame is the new VR. I already have an Index. I'm not looking to upgrade. Brie Larson is Rosalina in the Minecraft, the Super Mario movie. That's fine. I don't really care for Brie Larson. I don't know her that well as an actor. I haven't seen too much she's in. But yay, I guess. People were like, oh, she's a big fan of Galaxy. And it's like, okay, cool. You know, but it's still one of those things where she's clearly hired because she's like a big famous person instead of, you know, a VA. I don't know. It's weird. It's weird. I don't like what Nintendo's doing with their movies right now. Speaking of Nintendo movies, the Zelda movie got some like behind the scenes footage leaked and it looks whatever. People are throwing a fit because they can't tell if it's Breath of the Wild inspired or what. And it's like, I don't know. I'm not a big enough Zelda fan for this controversy. Thinking about buying Kirby Air Riders while I'm out of the country. Good thing Switch 2 is a portable system. Yeah, exactly. I mean, I might be able to play it while I'm traveling, but like, probably not. I'm gonna be pretty busy. And also, just whatever. I'll play it when I get back. I wanna stream it when I get back and experience it all blind and have a good time with this game I've been waiting 20 years for that I'm super nostalgic for. Whatever. Also, by the way, Pizza Tower's merch is back, like the red pizza place cups and everything. Pizza Tower merch is back. If you're looking to go grab some, go get that, like the Fan Gamer, I think. What else did I need to mention? Metroid 4, I'm probably not gonna play that because I'm not a huge Metroid fan, but people are throwing crazy fits because they're introducing like a sidekick character who goes like, that just happened. I don't know. I just hate how it must be for the VA who's like, yay, I'm in a Metroid major, and then like, you know, the trailer comes out and everyone's like, I hate this guy, this is horrible, and it's like, oh. But some people are like, oh, this is actually better than expected. I don't know. I hope people are nice about it. They pitched up the VA's voice, but I'm not words right. What? Soup. What? Sounds more like a teenager to me. Bow, what? Huh, what? Oh, Baby Bowser. Yeah. Bowser Jr. I don't know. It's one of those things where it's hard to tell with a lot of stuff how it's gonna turn out until it's actually out. Stuff's crazy, yo. Freaking crazy, yo. Bowser Jr. But yeah, so anyway, I have to leave in a couple hours. So I figured I'd do a little Ace Attorney first. Apollo, I can't believe it. It really happened during the second act? And right in the middle of Lamar's performance? Wait, didn't we already do this? The reason why she was in the air vent and that switch and the flaming guitar. When you link it all together, that's what you end up with. I knew you had what it took. Oh, hey, Phoenix. Hi, Feeny. Hey. Ah, Dad. Mr. Wright. You believed in me? Not really. Huh? I just thought I'd make a cooler entrance than say hi. His dumbass. Why do we even bother hoping? Where have you been lately, Dad? You haven't been coming to the office at all. Sorry about that, Trucy. I'm on a secret mission. Secret? You mean like you're undercover? Like Mr. Lettuce, only shorter and not as well dressed. Oh no, what if you're shot too, Dad? What, would I do a thing like that to you? Anyway, I'm off for a while again. Huh, you're leaving? He shows up, says hi, fucking tips. Oh, one more thing before I go. What? Good luck. What the fuck? Stop aura farming! Oh, geez, live at 10 a.m. on a Saturday. Actually, it's 1:30 p.m. actually. So, it's because I went to bed at like literally 8 p.m. last night. I was so sleepy. I slept so long. I woke up at 8 a.m. Trucy, he got hit by a car. You fell off a bridge. This literally happened. You were there. Maximum sleeper. I do be sleeping a good deal. Right. Is that all you came to say? I think you have things pretty much under control. You'll get Machi Tabai off the hook, no doubt. Yeah, but you're after that detective, aren't you? Darien Crescent. It won't be easy proving he did it. Especially not under the current court system. The current court system? What did Prosecutor Gavin say during the trial? Your case is based on one fragile assumption. Namely that our diva divine is telling the truth. But what about all the proof? The brooch and the switch? A piece of jewelry and a lyrical blunder? There are plenty of other ways to explain these things. The flaming guitar too. All because you lack definitive proof of their connection to the case. But if the sultry songstress is lying, your case melts like butter in a frying pan, leaving behind the faintly singed scent of failure. So what do I do? Like I said, good luck. You asshole! By the way, I gotta pull it up. I saw this really, really, really good fan art of Ace Attorney that I've been like, oh, I love it. Hold on, I gotta pull it up real quick, because it's killer, dude. Of this game specifically. Where is it? I surely have it saved right here. It was so good, where is it? Yeah, there it is. Dude, this art rocks. Hold on, let me pull it over into OBS. It's so good. It's so good. This art is so good. Oh my god, I love it. I love it. Phoenix is so cool. He's so cool. It's crazy, dude. I did not expect to ever like Ace Attorney as much as I was like, I'll try it because it's like a series I missed out on that I never played. But god damn, the more I play it, the more I'm just like, oh my god, it's the coolest thing ever. I love Ace Attorney. Also, hi, Virus. Brie Larson livestream. That's true. That's me. It's me, Brie Larson. I'm playing Rosalina in the new Mario movie. That's me. Hello from Japan, or to Japan. I hope you're doing well. Anyway, like I said, good luck. I should have probably, hold on, I should probably pull up the person who made that art. It just occurred to me I didn't say it. I normally credit when I pull up art. There it is. It's by CO2. Oh, that's a funny name. Haha, S-I-C and then O2. AKA Why Not Karma. Why Not Karma is their @ on Twitter. They're good. Why did that look like Texas? Because he's from Texas. And be aware that it will be impossible to prove his guilt by conventional methods. We gotta cheat. Oh, that reminds me. I have something to give you from our detective friend. Detective Sky? Emma? Let's see. This bag of snacks here was meant for me. Ah, here it is. What? What are those? They don't look like good snacking material. They were found at the scene. Analysis of the fragments reveals traces of gunpowder. Hey, okay, so it was, I guess, did they straight up use the doohickey? Did they legitimately build a one-shot gun 3D printed doohickey? Oh my god, it's the Shinzo Abe doohickey. Gunpowder? Probably a firecracker or something similar. No, because we found the burned up chip. It literally is a gun that self-destructed. Is it certified cool dude? No, it's a different guy. It's a different man entirely. Probably a firecracker, like the ones kids are into these days. Yeah, no, it was a firecracker. It was a firecracker instead of a gun. It was set off to sound like gunshots so that we would discover the body at verse 3. Those fragments were found under the sofa at the scene of the crime, actually. Under the sofa? Hey, Apollo! That's where we found that little device thingy. Right, this, yeah. Finally, some evidence that makes sense. Okay, so I don't see how we can't convict him with traditional means. We have every little bit of like, okay, remote gun sounds, all this stuff. See you after the verdict, maybe. Right. Every man has an igniter inside. Shut up, Phoenix! Excuse me? Find Darian Crucian's igniter and set it off. Every man has toxic masculinity inside him. Just set him off. And he walked out the door, just like a magician, normally. What does he want us to do? No, he wants us to rage bait Darian Crucian. No conventional methods, what does that mean? I guess we just have to take his advice and hope it makes sense when the time comes. I guess. We're almost at the finish line. Hang in there, Trucy. We have to rage bait Darian Crucian and just piss him off so bad. He says, I did it, I did it. Court is now back in session. Prosecutor Gavin, where is Detective Crucian? In the witness lounge, ready to be called at any time. Very well. Might I add, I don't believe any of this. He, Darian, was the first detective I ever worked with. We stopped working together when he moved to Criminal Affairs Division 3, but his guitar playing, it fires my imagination. That's nice, but it has nothing to do with the matter at hand, correct? Oh, I know, Hair Forehead. Very well. I'm astounded we're allowing this trial to continue when both parties have personal interest in the defendant and accused, but whatever, man. Detective Darian Crucian, take the stand. Name and occupation, please. Darian Crucian, Detective Criminal Affairs Division 3. That's the Internal Affairs Division, for those of you who didn't know. And I'm guitarist for the Gavineers. Maybe you've heard of us. Do you fully understand the circumstances under which you stand before us today? Yeah, I understand, Your Honor. What I don't understand is how you let this happen, partner. You gave me your word I wouldn't be standing here. The situation's changed, Darian. And don't call me partner. So much for old friends. I see what you're doing, Darian. You're pressing the prosecution. Your Honor, if we could begin the trial? Yes, it is high time we did. Let's hear your testimony. You may begin with your response to Lemoire's testimony. If in fact you have anything to say about it. Oh, I got plenty to say. Lying must be the national pastime in Virginia. That's just racist. It's just straight up racist. And from wherever you're from, Mr. Justice. Conventional methods are out the window, huh? We have to get him on being racist in court. Here goes nothing. I just noticed that his hoodie has like fake abs. I guess they're supposed to be the shark gills in the folds of his shirt, but it's supposed to like mimic like abs. The diva's lying, plain and simple. She's got nothing to back up her story. In the first place, she'd never heard my voice. She forgot the words because she heard gunshots, as if. Didn't Detective Emma Skye hear those gunshots during the third set anyway? The shooting took place when I was on stage, man. Don't have a cow, man. You claim Lamar's testimony was a lie. Hey, don't get me wrong. I dig what she's doing, trying to protect that kid. And she's got the court eating vague statements out of her hand just because she's blind. That's ableist, man. You can't be saying that. You've gone too far, Darian. That's ableist. Look, all I'm saying is, you've got a reliable witness. Why not listen to the detective? Detective Skye, I see. Mr. Justice, you may begin the cross-examination. He didn't waste any time finding our weak spot. Can't do this with Lamar's testimony alone. I'll have to find some other way to prove it. Like the evidence that we're holding in our hands? Racist and ableists. And any more ist you got? Well, he's an Ace Attorney man, so he's probably a misogynist, yes. The diva's lying, plain and simple. See, he doesn't #believe women. In the first place, she never heard of my voice. Well, doesn't that mean identifying you by voice? Isn't that more proof? You never talked to her even though you were playing in the same concert? Not a word, as far as I can recall. But weren't there planning sessions or something? Gavin took care of all that himself. Darian wasn't involved in any of the meetings with her. Huh. As if you can just go around remembering everyone's voice like that anyway. Only an idiot would believe that. Lamar's hearing is very sensitive. She could remember him if she heard him, I'm sure of it. I just can't prove it. I need proof. She'd never heard my voice. Well, the headset, right? If you all had headsets. Objection! Well, okay. Grabs comically large scissors and cuts Darian's pompadour. That's just Mob Psycho 100. That's just what they do with Teru Hanazawa in Mob Psycho 100, where he gets a big, funny cactus hair, and then they cut it off in a fight, and they're like, wait, you look better like that. And for the rest of the series, his hair is normal. Unfortunately, I will have to penalize you, Mr. Justice. Yeah! Forgot the words because you heard gunshots? As if, but that's totally reasonable. We know she missed those words and the mixing board proves it. Oh yeah, there was a mistake, but blaming it on gunshots is a lame excuse. What do you mean? The mixing board proves what? It proves there was a mistake in the song, a missed cue. So, she just flubbed it up, big time, that's all. She spins this story about a gunshot to protect the kid and to cover up her own goof. Man, I'd have to hand it to her if she wasn't sticking it to me at the same time. Darian, watch what you say. Lamar is an artist. She just flubbed it up? It's no small accusation for a performer of her caliber. Heh, she got you all right. I can see it in your eyes. I tell you, most of her stuff is so pretentious, it's way over my head. My big-ass pompadour head. I'm detecting a rift in the Gavineers' ranks. Anyway, she's too close to her the defendant. Her testimony can't be trusted. You ask me, I'd go with Detective Sky's story at the drop of a pick. Didn't she hear those gunshots? Yeah, the firecrackers. Actually, I was there too. So I hear. Which means you heard them too, right? The gunshots? Yes. We heard gunshots. Neither I nor Emma actually saw the shooting, mind you. I guess you and Lamar got the same excuse then. We know one thing for certain here. There were gunshot-like sounds that emanated from the room during the third set. What we must determine is whether those were actually gunshots. Machi heard him too. Remember? He said he ran from the air duct when he heard them? So how do we figure out what those gunshots during the third set were? Ah, geez! Could be anything. The shooting took place when I was on stage. Firecracker, firecracker, firecracker. Can I ID it first? Anything on the evidence itself? So you think this was some kind of firecracker? Yeah, or one of those noisemakers, like you shoot off for New Year's. Did you know that, what? Did you know that in China they use firecrackers on New Year's to scare off evil? So it's kind of the same thing. Really? I had no idea. It's, okay. Well, did you know? It takes more than 500 peanuts to make one 12-ounce jar of peanut. Ace attorney. At least my useless fact had something to do with the evidence. Objection! It would firecracker. 999 as dialogue. Real. Okay. Some things were found at the crime scene after yesterday's trial. What things? The first was this small device. That's the remote triggered igniter. Correct. And one more thing. What are those? The remnants of something burnt? Not another guitar, I hope. Traces of gunpowder were found on these fragments. We have a report that it was something like a firecracker. Eh? How did Gavin know about this? What, do you think Detective Sky works for you? I received the report this morning before coming here. The first time that anything has ever been disclosed during discovery in Ace Attorney. That's when I made my decision, actually. What decision is this, Gavin? I registered Darian as a witness in today's trial. Just in case. Oh, so he's on my side! Yay, he knows! He knows! This raises another possibility. Those gunshot-like sounds during the third set could have been 2 firecrackers rigged to go off by remote control. You got an active imagination, don't you? But you shouldn't say every little thing you think. Your explanation there seems to be a bit too convenient for me. How so? So you're saying these firecrackers just happened to go off right when 2 witnesses come walking by? No, we just said there was a remote triggered, what, huh? We just, what? That's right! Darian was out on stage when it happened. Yeah. That's why the igniter is remote triggered. We just said that. How would he know when someone was backstage? It didn't have to be it could be anybody. The firecracker goes off in the forest and there's no one there to hear. You get my drift? Why go through the trouble, man? Probably that's why you had let us backstage. I don't know. How do I explain this? He may not look it, but Darian is a gifted detective. Show any weakness and he's sure to find it. He may not look it, partner. Gee, thanks, man. That reminds me. I happened to pass through that very hallway several times that day myself, and I saw something odd there just before the third set. Something odd? A headset. The kind all the band and staff members were wearing. That's right. So this is where they're finally gonna explain why Darian missed his beat near the end. It's because his own firecracker going off made him think made him fuck up the music. And that's why we got the mixing board in the first place. We picked this up in front of the door to the dressing room. What if that headset wasn't dropped, but placed? And what if it was turned on? You could hear what's going on in that hallway, even if you were out on stage. Someone chop off his penis hair now! Whose side are you on, Gavin? Well, you did commit a murder, so that's kind of fucking insane, and you sabotaged our concert, so like 2 things that I'm personally involved in. Listen to me, Darian. There are no sides in the court of law. Which is why I now turn to you, Hair Forehead. I've got a question for you. Huh? For me? The igniter and the burnt fragments were found at the scene of the crime. It's certainly a possibility that they were part of a ruse to fake the sound of gunshots. Throw the headset from the hallway into the mix and you could fabricate an alibi. But we're still no closer to proving anything. Those gunshots might have been real or fake. We can't say. You raised the possibility that the shots heard during the third set were faked. Now you need to prove the other half of the case. The other half? Look, I'll just tell him. He wants you to prove the thing went down in the second act, while our little piano player was on stage. Right, Gavin? Indeed. If you can't prove that, then to continue this cross-examination would be pointless. Well, Mr. Justice, can you prove the crime took place during the second set? Yeah, I think. You'd better know, Apollo, otherwise we're through. It can be proven, but if Phoenix just showed up earlier and said it can't be? Not gonna lie, this clavier dude is sexy as hell. Not you too, Cake! I have no opinions on this. I will say, I do like his sprite when he leans forward with a coy little smile. I think it's very cutesy. It's like, oh, he's so happy. You make it sound like someone is gonna come along and do it for you. It's like, oh, he's excited, he's happy. Let's continue with the cross-examination then, shall we? Witness your testimony if you would. This isn't gonna be easy. I need some decisive proof and fast. You ready, kid? 'Cause I am. Shooting took place during the second set. If you're so sure, let's see your proof. It would be the detonator going off, right? The shooting took place during the second set, so that's when she was on stage. La 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 la. Everybody, watch the thing again. Watch the 3D models. Wahoo! Pleasure. He's so orange. He's so fucking orange. The Nintendo 3DS can produce mind-boggling graphics. It was just the regular DS. I'm so used to the era of the 3DS that saying DS feels weird. I mean, there's the remote detonator that was found in the piano, which is when that would have happened, right? Because pressing the piano key set off the igniter. Huh. The shooting has to have taken place during the second set because the gunshot was fired, which caused you to mess up the, so the shooting took place during the second set, but the gunpowder went off during the third set to attract us. Which I think is when they had the argument at the end of the concert, which is this, right? It's this whole thing? No, this is the Guitar Serenade now. How do I play the other song? I guess I don't have the other song anymore. Oh, this is nice. Hold on, Animal Crossing ass music. Now it's Animal Crossing. Now it's Animal Crossing. This is so Animal Crossing. Mixing board? Because the mistake in the music? Objection! Yeah. KK Clavier slider. I thought you were calling him KKK Clavier like he's racist. I was like, whoa, that's great. He's orange, not white. It seems there was proof left behind. Right here in Lemoire's song. Her song? What the, what? What exactly what is this thingy? A new variety of gramophone, perhaps? Come on, we just use this. And don't get me started on gramophone. This device was used to record the performance part by part. Part? You move the sliders to adjust the volume. Each instrument is adjustable separately, Lemoire's voice included. Huh? Huh? CDI King Harkinian. Oh! But what does this prove? According to Lemoire's testimony, at the moment of the shooting, she forgot the words to the song. Ah, you intend to examine the recording at the moment, yeah? We might even hear those gunshots. Exactly. Ah, ridiculous. How are you supposed to hear gunshots back in that dressing room out on stage? Have you forgotten, Darian? We were all wearing these headsets. Whoa! We were all deeply involved in our performance, but Lemoire's headset would have picked up what she heard at the time. All the same, that's what he said. Then let's get to analyzing that recording. Whoa! My ship sails in the morning, right now. Lemoire stopped singing when she heard the shots fired. Find that spot and I'll find the gunshots. Do we know that's pleasure? It's right there. Oh. You can hear the gunshot. Listen. Yeah, you can hear the gunshot. It's right there. Take that! Your Honor, listen closely to this part. This is the track with Lemoire's vocals. that was not in the mix the entire time. Wow, it sounded like a gunshot. That's so stupid. And it wouldn't be picked up from her mic, it would just be transmitted over. Oh, but she was climbing through the vent.
Wow,
I forget.
that beat dropped kinda crazy.
Real trap shit. It's like when they use like gunshots as like a percussion. Fucking beating the song. It's MIA Paper Planes. All I wanna do is no, it's just Paper Planes. Also, hi, Matt. Good morning, Matt. Ooh, it sounded like a gunshot. What? That's because some kind of mistake. That was a weird new sprite of him. I believe a case has been made. Gunshots were heard during the second set, which means Lamar's testimony was true. Yeah. Order? So she was telling the truth about what she heard. About hearing the gunshots. It's over. Press the switch now. Just after that, there was a gunshot, and then the guitar caught on fire. The Detective Krishin, you weren't on stage during the second set. You could have done it. But why did we only hear one gunshot in the recording? Weren't there 2 bullets fired from this weapon? Lamar was moving through the air vent, Your Honor. She must not have been close enough for her mic to catch the first shot. But then as she passed over the dressing room, the gun fired again, and Mr. Lettuce's life was taken. That's my alarm just went off for my laundry. Well, Detective Crescend? He's sweating. Once again, I'm reminded of something. Our performance that day. Your performance? Seeing the mixing board jogged my memory. You were there too, Mr. Hereford. You was there too. Yeah. And we talked about how he missed a note. Yes. And you were freaking out, dude. Oh, it's Matt's birthday. Oh, happy birthday. Feliz cumpleaños a ti. Hold on, let me, John, I gotta go pull some laundry out real quick. Let me put the BRB on, and you know what we're gonna do? You know what we're gonna do? You know what we're gonna do while I have to BRB? I'll be right back, chat. Is this fucking AI? Wait, no.
Birthday zeal.
Okay, that is clearly AI. That sucks ass. We'll just do this one.
You got birthday candles, blow them out. You got birthday candles, blow them out. Everybody at the party start to gather round. Puffin', puffin', blow them out. It's your birthday, let's get crazy. I'll take the day off, they're gonna fire me. I came to pin the tail on the donkey. Shaking to the Richter scale, jaws off party. You got birthday candles, blow them out. You got birthday candles, blow them out. Everybody at the party start to gather round. Puffin', puffin', blow them out. You got birthday candles, blow them out. You got birthday candles, blow them out. Everybody at the party start to gather round. Puffin', puffin', blow them out. It's your birthday, let's get crazy. I'll take the day off, they're gonna fire me. I came to pin the tail on the donkey. Shaking to the Richter scale, jaws off party.
It wasn't actually done. It was not actually it wasn't really that done, the laundry. I put it in for some more time. We're back. I'm back. Yes. I ran very fast, Chad. I ran like the wind. Anyway, remember when Darian fucked up his music? It's because he heard the gunshot. 5 sure. How could you miss such a simple cue? I know you. I know how you play. You're better than that. Yeah, well, You what? Prosecutor Gavin, what are you getting at? I'm talking about the murder weapon, Mr. Lettuce's .45 caliber hand cannon. As we've learned, even the shooter doesn't go unscarred with a revolver that size. The kickback is enough to dislocate your shoulder if you're an amateur. Wait, you mean his playing was affected because he hurt himself shooting that revolver? That is absolutely not the direction I thought he was gonna go with that. You're forgetting something. Also, what is up with Ace Attorney and the trait of murderers getting outed because their shoulder is injured? At very least, there's also Von Karma, but I feel like I can remember multiple other cases where people injure their shoulder and that's what sells them out. Like, this happens a surprising amount. Didn't the first case in this game involve the nurse or whatever getting her shoulder injured? There was something like that as well in like the previous case with Eldoon. Laundry, more like fraudry. It wasn't even fully dry yet. Mr. Darian Crescent? I'm a trained police officer, you know. I've had firearms training, plenty of it. I'm no amateur. The standard sidearm issued is a .38 caliber weapon, a much tamer beast. Also, the murder weapon belonged to the victim, Mr. Lettuce, which suggests there was a struggle between killer and victim. So the killer might not have been holding the revolver correctly when he fired. Is that what you mean? The thought had occurred to me, yes. Well, does the witness have anything to say to this? Detective Crescent! What I want to ask is what Mr. Sleeves rolled up, ready for action has to say. Hey, you attorney. My sleeves aren't rolled up. Exactly what piece of your evidence is decisive again? You got a little noise on a tape that could be anything. I mean, no, we heard it. Then you have an alleged guitar cue missed due to a .45 caliber kickback. I weep for this case, Gavin, I really do. You can line up your little weak points of evidence all you want. I didn't shoot that manager. And that's the obvious truth. The witness has a point. The defense attorney's arguments, while persuasive, are not decisive. I believe we should hear what the witness has to say in response to this case so far. Your testimony, please, Detective Crescent. Tell us what your reasons are as to why you couldn't have done it. Yeah, guilty until proven innocent. That's how court works. Because they have the weight of murder lingering on their shoulders. You know what? I wouldn't even put it above Shu Takumi to have that actually be the reason. Come on, why would I even want to kill that manager? I'm just a little guy, Your Honor, and it's my birthday. This was that Diva's first trip to the country, right? How could I possibly know her manager? If I don't know him, why would I want to kill him? Because he had a special egg that can cure, like, incuritis. Once again, incuritis, funniest way they could have possibly named the disease in this game, because itis just means inflammation. So it's just, no, he's dying from inflammation. Nobody give him any Tylenol. If he had Tylenol, he would literally just fix him. I can be fixed, parentheses, answer, Tylenol. It's so freaking funny to me. It's so freaking funny. That's all it takes. A simple reason indeed. Prosecutor Gavin, is it the case that Mr. Lettuce had not been to our country before? According to our records, yes, not even once. I see, very well. Mr. Justice, you may begin cross-examining. Great, now I need to find a motive. Funny egg. Come on, why would I even want to kill him? You and a reason? Easy, I've got no motive, man. This was that Diva's first trip to the country, right? How could I possibly know her manager? Because you're both in Interpol or whatever, you work in the international affairs. Didn't you fraternize with him during the concert? Fraternize? Huh. I don't think we exchanged a single word. As if anyone would want to talk to that old Eastern blockhead. This guy is racist. Now the ladies, that's a different matter altogether. And he's a misogynist! So you see, he ableist, racist, misogynist, oh my god. If I didn't know him, why would I want to kill him? Well, first of all, you're both in Interpol. He scribbled out his number. How do I say that you're both in Interpol? Because he was writing out his number. Also, good morning, Jason. Hi.
True C, give this guy more peanut butter facts. Also punch him in the face.
I'm gonna punch you in the face. This was our first trip to the country, right? Darian, you're the detective with international affairs? Yeah, what of it? Even if this was his first trip to the country, you still could have met him prior to the concert. Huh. Or don't you take any international trips in international affairs? That's right. Well, actually, Detective Crushend. That's your game, is it? Guess I'd better confess then. Confess? Yeah, it's a bit of an embarrassment, but I've never been sent overseas. What? But you're an international. See, me and Plains got a difference of opinion. We don't like each other very much. My condolences here, Forehead, but he's telling the truth. He's never set foot outside the country, I can guarantee it. As it turns out, my division has plenty of work to do locally as well. That's so unfair. Why would I want to kill him? For the cocoon egg. For the funny cocoon egg.
Objection!
Your Honor, take a look at this. I'm getting a phone call. Hold on a moment. I loved having to make travel plans. I love traveling. It's my favorite thing. I love traveling. Damn, why would someone want to call the judge right now? He was busy. He was freaking busy in court. Exactly. What's that? It looks like candy. Puts it in my mouth immediately. It's not. Don't lick it, please. Oh my god, he actually did. Detective Crushend. Ever seen this? Looks like a piece of candy. What is this? What it is evidence. Don't lick it before you try it. Specifically, this is a replica of a cocoon. It was found amongst the victim's belongings. A cocoon? Never seen one of that color. It's a variety only found in the Republic of Borginia. Nowhere else. Alright, but what is this cocoon replica doing in my courtroom? Surely this has nothing to do with a motive for killing Mr. Lettuce, does it? I need to be 6 p.m. so I can play Air Riders. I was just talking about it earlier, but I took next Thursday off so I could play Air Riders all day or whatever on release. Turns out I have to travel because I'm in med school, so like, I'm gonna have to wait until Sunday at earliest. Whatever. What freaking ever. Maybe I can play really late Saturday when I get back. Surely this has nothing to do with the motive for killing Mr. Lettuce, does it? It does, wait. I think it does. You don't sound so confident, man. A cocoon is one of those silky cocoons. The kind that you can make, well, silk out of? Not this one. This cocoon makes a powerful curative. A curative for what? Apparently it's the most efficacious at treating a disease thought incurable. It's the only medicine of its kind. However, it is illegal to take one of these healing cocoons outside of Borginia. Whatever for? If it's such a miracle cure, why not share it with the world? Yeah, that's what I've been wondering. We looked into the matter at some length. Apparently, it isn't difficult at all to manufacture the remedy from this cocoon. Yet if you change the process only slightly, you can easily make a large quantity of something else entirely. A deadly poison, in fact. What? There was an incident several years ago where some of these got out on the black market. It caused quite the commotion in the global community, though the media was kept largely unaware. Is this gonna be the poison that Dahlia Hawthorne used in the trilogy games? Intriguing. All of this led to a strict ban on the cocoon's export. One rigidly enforced by Interpol, among others. Interpol? Right! The victim, Romaine Lettuce, was an Interpol agent. Oh my god, the disease, the poison, is actually Listeria. Detective Crescent, you insist on referring to him as a manager. But that is misleading. Romaine Lettuce wasn't killed as a manager, he was killed as an undercover agent. So I was trying to smuggle this gumball into the country? That's what you're trying to say? I'm saying that could well be a motive for murder. Oh, so I was gonna sell it on the black market and make myself a pretty penny. Ridiculous. I mean, totally unthinkable. Unthinkable, you say? Why? Because I'm a rock star, I'm like a billionaire? Perhaps it's time for another testimony about smuggling cocoons. International Affairs got the memo about these cocoons. Interpol's all hot and bothered about them. Can't sell them on the black market, too dangerous. Yeah, cocoon smuggling isn't exactly lucrative anymore. Man, I'm in International Affairs, I know the deal. Then maybe you were gonna sell the cure. Indeed, Interpol wanted to make these cocoons bad enough to send Mr. Lettuce undercover. Wanted these cocoons bad enough to send to Mr. Lettuce, yes. You kids think up the craziest things, but no way am I gonna risk life and limb just to get my hands on some dirty cocoon money. Not the most notable of the statements, but duly noted. According to the reports, these cocoons top Interpol's list. Selling them to an underground organization would be risky. Very well, you may begin the cross-examination. Well, you know, risky enough to commit murder over. It's the only motive I've got. He was up to something, and I was gonna find out what. Interpol's all hot and bothered about him. Can't sell him on the black market. Too dangerous.
Hold it!
So then maybe you weren't gonna sell him, but use him. Dangerous? Yeah, Interpol finds you and they arrest you on the spot. Or another marketeer might think you're part of a sting, then take you out himself. Times have changed. It ain't lucrative anymore. But But wouldn't scarcity drive up prices? Yeah, and attention. Every gangster and his brother would want a piece of that action. They turn your forehead into Swiss cheese before you say objection. Maybe we could get him to cut up his hair too. What the asshole? Who's on trial here again? Man, you so obviously know nothing about the market. That's a bad thing? Don't even try to mess with me about this stuff. Huh.
Hold it!
But then why would Interpol be all hot and bothered? All over the world, there's Mr. Lettuces, deep undercover, most of them. That's why these cocoons are too hot for the black market. You don't want Interpol sniffing through your wares. Most came to the conclusion that can't sell them on the black market, too dangerous. So maybe you weren't gonna sell them, maybe you were gonna use them. Maybe you were gonna cure, oh, you wanted a promotion? You were gonna cure the, yeah, you were gonna cure the guy. You were gonna cure the kid and that was gonna get you a promotion. Which is why you know how to find a loophole in the system. Hey, you can say what you want about me, but back off international affairs. There ain't no loopholes, okay? What do you think we are, Boy Scouts? That wasn't what I was trying to do. Down, Darian. It's as you say. There are no loopholes, at least in the case of cocoons. International affairs, Interpol, and Borginian customs are all watching. See, we know what we're doing. Not like some yiping little doggies that lap up every word that Diva says. Why, I oughta. Oughta what? You want some of this? Chill, both of you. Let's do this cool, yeah? Screw this. I want this guy's head on a stick. Kill him, Apollo, kill him! This replica has got to be the motive. There's gotta be a way to find out what he was up to.
Hold it!
You got the memo about these cocoons? Yeah, what was it? That memo, that's how you knew about the cocoons. Oh, nice one, nice one. I'm running scared now. You had to know about the cocoons to plan this. Just how well known were these cocoons? I'm embarrassed to admit, but I never heard of them. Well, Lemoire knew about them, though they're no use. Wait, what? Lemoire knew about them, though not their use. My reports indicate that there are ongoing efforts to control information about these cocoons. Most people only know they're illegal to export, that's all. Then I've nothing to be embarrassed about after all. You could say people like me who know about them are a minority, yeah. But that includes everyone in international affairs, man. Not everyone in Interpol, and everyone in Interpol too, for that matter, yeah. Can't sell them on the black market, too dangerous, so you were gonna use them.
Objection!
Yeah! Why not choose a less dangerous buyer then? I would. How clueless are you? Everyone in the market's dangerous. The second they found out I was a cop, I would kiss my keister goodbye. Why sell to a black market buyer? How about someone like this? That article, that's about the Chief Justice's... A deadly poison can be extracted from the cocoon, but so can a cure. And not just a cure for any disease, a cure for incuritis. Incuritis? I heard that somewhere. Weren't you on a visit to a victim for the disease this morning? Aha! Why, that's the disease the Chief Justice's son has. You aren't saying. Our witness is a detective. He could have a contract with the Chief Justice. Is the Chief Justice still Gant by this point in the story? Or no, because Gant would be in prison. So yeah, it's a new Chief Justice, surely. You are saying the Chief Justice would never deal in contraband. Not even to save his own son's life? But even if the deal went through, why, it'd be an international scandal. That's Detective Krishin's insurance. If word ever got out, the one on with his neck on the line would be the Chief Justice. Detective Krishin, is this true? First I'm a murderer, now I'm a smuggler. How many crimes are you trying to pin on me anyway? As tasteful as it is to think about, if the Chief Justice were the buyer, why, a seller couldn't hope for a better deal. A very cowardly seller. Don't let sleeves over there trick you. So I made a deal with the Chief Justice. Where's your proof? We could just bring the Chief Justice in. Well. Oh yeah, and you're forgetting one other important thing. Do tell. Interpol isn't the only ones out there watching for this. Borginian Customs barely sleeps. They're so worried about cocoons getting out. So we were informed. Let's continue with the cross-examination. Borginian Customs is very thorough. Everything and everyone gets checked. Cocoon possessions will get you arrested on the spot, then sentenced to death. Hey man, if there's a way to get cocoons out there, I'd sure like to know. Why would you like to know?
Hold it!
But what about, just how strict is this customs check? Way strict. They keep planes on the ground for hours. I do recall it being a bit extreme. They were even confiscating gumdrops and marshmallows. Yes, it would be hard to distinguish them. That's right, Gavin was in Borginia, wasn't he? I remember setting off the metal detector several times. Had to practically strip naked to walk through. Here's a travel tip. Leave the bling at home, you glamorous fop. I love that everybody keeps calling him a fop. Cocoon possession will get you arrested on the spot and then sentenced to death. But that's pretty extreme. Borginia has this rep as an idyllic, laid-back place. Truth is, they're beyond hardcore with security. The Republic of Borginia is peaceful, pleasant country. So this level of security shows us how truly concerned they are about these cocoons. That's the situation. If you'd like to get, if you got instructions, you're in possession of knowing quite a bit about smuggling. Yeah, I need to know a bit for work, sure. But all we get are reports on the failed smuggling ops. Not exactly something you want to go copying. But if you want, I can tell you a few of them. Maybe you'll succeed and get rich. I would be interested in hearing, purely for legal perspective, of course. I weep for our judicial system. The replica has to be the key to his motive. Well, how did we get a replica? Why did he have a replica in the first place if we got the, you know? Everything and everyone gets checked, but here we have literally a replica right here. One of these, I feel like presenting the eggs to one of these 3 pieces of text is gonna do it. Maybe that's why you had to kill him, because he noticed you had the egg. If there's a way to get cocoons out there, I'd sure like to know. Hey, here's literally a replica of a cocoon.
Objection!
Man, what a shit. I really thought it was gonna be one of those. Okay. Huh. It's gonna be one of those 3 pieces of text. What would I present? It's enough. Die. Die. He's dead. Machi is dead. We're gonna kill a 14-year-old. And despite all of the evidence to the contrary, we're gonna kill Machi for no reason. Well, it's not for no reason, but for a very clearly faulty reason. Okay. Borginian Customs is very thorough. Everything and everyone gets checked. Full cavity, baby. But if that's true, how did we smuggle the egg? Cocoon possession will get you arrested on the spot and then sentenced to death. Maybe that's why you had to kill him.
Objection!
No. Kill! I'm not sure what to present here. There's a whole lot of stuff that I have, but none of it's direct evidence. I don't think any of this is it. If there's a way to get cocoons out there, I'd sure like to know. Why would you like to know? You just said you had no motive. Maybe smuggled in your contrabase kit? Everything and everyone is checked. Well, did you manage to sneak anything? You didn't go through Borginian Customs. Lamar did. Because the cocoon cures cancer. That's why people are checking on it. And people are like, oh, we can either make a turbo poison or cure cancer. So it's heavily regulated. If there's a way to get cocoons out there, I'd sure like to know.
Objection!
I mean, is that not an admission of guilt? Is that not you being like, hey, I've got 3 new pieces of text. Borginian Customs is tough. Cocoons will get you killed. I'd like to know how to spread cocoons. How do I have proof that Borginian Customs isn't actually that tough? I mean, it sounds like it actually is. So it's not this. Cocoon possession will get you arrested on the spot and then sentenced to death. It's not the evidence that he tried killing you. I'm not sure what to present here. There's nothing to present about this. That's his keys. Oh! It might be the keys.
Objection!
Or the crime scene photo, because he had the keys. Gavin, in a previous interview with Apollo, said, I used a special service registering my guitar as evidence to circumvent the long wait times. So he must have used the contrabass kit to circumvent, yeah. They didn't go through customs. Maybe the photo?
Objection!
I need the fact that he had the keys. You circumvented customs by checking your bag. And checking, yeah, doing the same thing that he did. Surely.
Hold it!
So how strict is it? Way strict, they ground planes. Cocoon possession will get you killed and arrested. That's pretty extreme in that order. Seems idyllic, but it's very stressful. If there's a way to get cocoons out there, I'd like to know. The replica has to be the key to his motive, but no matter where I present the replica, they don't Did I present here? Did I not?
Objection!
How did we get a replica of the cocoon out of the country if not... Like, if we have a replica, doesn't that mean we managed to have a successful smuggle? Like, that directly contradicts what they're saying. Court finds the 14-year-old, kill him! If the cocoon is the key, then I thought I'd present it as evidence. Quite tricky indeed. Everything and everyone gets checked. Well, maybe that's why gun, because he tried killing you because you got arrested. Maybe Mr. Lettuce caught you and that's why there was a struggle. Aha, sample, huh? Think they put a big enough label on it? Maybe it's to keep people from eating it by mistake. Think it might thought otherwise tasty, colored lump of plastic. Maybe it's a manufacturer, Sample Toys. Sounds like a company Mr. Wright would make. I mean, the fact that it's a sample basically just confirms that, like, this is so he can go and identify stuff. Maybe it's not a sample. Maybe you just printed sample on a real cocoon. Well, no, they confirmed it's made of plastic. Everything gets checked? How can I prove that that's not the case? Do I just present the guitar and be like, well, maybe that's it. Yeah, okay. Instead of the keys to the guitar case, I needed the guitar. Okay. Actually, there is one way. What? One way to get something out of the country, no checks. What is it? You become a prosecutor. A prosecutor? I don't believe it. Believe it, Prosecutor Gavin. Believe it! What was it you told me yesterday at your office? The beautiful instrument. It was played lovingly for many years. A guitar befitting a woman like Lamar. How'd it end up here? I mentioned how much I enjoyed playing it that night, and she made it a present to me. That is it. We couldn't carry it on the plane. Changes in airport yeah, it would have damaged the plane. We used the vacuum packed, and then we sent it through shipping service available to me for transporting evidence. Pristine and untouched. Did I get that right, Prosecutor Gavin? Untouched? Quite. The guitar was wrapped in several sheets of vacuum packed in Borginia. The pack was untouched until the day of the concert. Are you saying that guitar was, with cocoons this small, it would have been very easy to use your guitar as a mule to smuggle the cocoon out of Borginia? What? Which reminds me, Prosecutor Gavin, that guitar had some work done on it recently, right? Work? Good memory here, forehead. Banger. How many guitars have a round hole in the front? It's called the sound hole. A broken device of some sort. Yeah, so that's how they ignited your guitar, to destroy the evidence. An igniter. Exactly. Consider this, if you will. That I accidentally hit the Alt key because I was taking a sip, and now I have to click back into the game because I fucked up my, there we go. What if the igniter wasn't the only thing attached to the inside of your guitar? You mean, wait, what the hell? I have to reload my Twitch page. The ad manager is just completely gone. What? Okay, now it's there. Now I can see when ads are supposed to run. That was weird. That was weird. You mean, he means this, of course. Ah! There was a way to get a cocoon out of the country. They could use that picky Prosecutor Gavin's privileged guitar as a mule. And who better to do that than somebody with access? Like a member of the band. Yo, work! Yo, work? Order, order, order. So the igniter was placed in there for a clear reason, it seems. It was a safety precaution. A precaution? Hair forehead. At last it all comes together. Every strange thing that happened that day. Care to review? Maestro, the gentle sounds of the... Wait, I didn't press anything. First, my keys were stolen, a harmless misdemeanor. Maestro, the gentle sounds of Loire's ballad, if you please. Oh, he's singing it. Which forced me to break the lock on my guitar case. The key was stolen to retrieve the cocoon from your guitar. I see. But things didn't go so well. The smuggler wasn't counting on the guitar being wrapped. Only a member of the band could get near that case. Unwrapping the guitar would raise too many suspicions. Then the concert began. Right about this time, a very large problem presented itself to the smuggler. What's that? Mr. Lettuce. Oh, Mr. Lettuce, an undercover agent, was onto something. He would have known about the guitar. He only would have had to check the shipping records. So Mr. Lettuce tried to examine the guitar himself. If the cocoon was confiscated then, the gig would be up. The only thing left for the smuggler to do is get rid of the whole lot. It's over, press the switch, now. The guitar burst into flames, and the cocoon was lost. And then, Mr. Lettuce died, with Lamar there to witness it. Can't believe they aren't showing the cool 3D scene. There's your case. Ooh, yeah, they still showed some of it. Brilliant, man. Detective Cruchet, I gotta know. You make all that up on the fly? For a made-up story, it makes a great deal of sense, Darian. The Republic of Borginia? Sorry, man, I haven't even been there. True, you haven't. Let's see you make up a story for that then, kid. How'd I hide the It's not that hard to imagine. You had help, a Borginian accomplice, that's all. That you had an accomplice was clear from the start. The voice Lemoire heard proves it. It's over, press the switch. Now. You made this transformation You made this transmission from backstage, while your co-conspirator was on stage. But who was it, Machi? So Machi goes to jail for smuggling? Oh. You had Machi help you smuggle it under the guise that you were gonna be helping people when you were gonna sell it or make poison. This is it, the coup de grace. And for once, I know what I'm doing. There's only one person who could have helped him. Would it have been Lemoire? Maybe it was Lemoire. But be warned. With a great accusation comes great responsibility, like Spider-Man. Make up your answer on the fly, as it were, and I'll see you harshly penalized. Are you ready, Justice? Who's the smuggler accomplice? Lemoire, Lettuce, or Machi? I'm gonna go with Lemoire because she's the adult that she had the guitar. What? Lemoire was the accomplice? Perhaps you should get that forehead checked out. As you may recall, Lemoire was attacked yesterday. Hardly something one does to one's accomplice. Yes, yeah, it's something very common, something, cover up. I'd like to commend Prosecutor Gavin on his superb reasoning. Certainly, and here, have this penalty for you. Ouch. Let me ask again, who was the smuggler's accomplice? Lettuce? This person is the accomplice? I thought you said the accomplice was Borginian. Isn't he Borginian? Ah, he's Interpol, but he had been to Borginia. Have these penalty for trouble. Okay. It was Machi. I was right the first time. I just didn't want to accuse my defendant of being guilty. He was guilty, but of something else entirely. Okay, fine. What if I say Darian? Hold on, I'm gonna say Darian again because I want to see what happens if you say Darian was his own accomplice. Do they have text for this? Oh, they don't. Darian was his own accomplice. What are you talking about? It was Machi. There's only one person who meets all the requirements to the accomplice, and that person is the defendant, Machi Tabai. But Mr. Justice, he's your client! The defense attorney accusing his client. That's a new one. I assure you, no one is more unhappy about this than I. But I'm here to defend him in the murder of Mr. Lettuce, and I stand by the statement earlier that he is innocent of this particular crime. Indeed, the defendant is Borginian, and he does meet the basic requirements to be the accomplice. But what if it was in fact Lemoire? It couldn't have been. Well, you seem sure of yourself. The reason is electronic signals, Your Honor. What? Electronic signals? Recall this remote only works for a range of 30 feet. Beyond that, it's useless. But they could have just planted it on the piano. It got detonated by the piano.
Magnets. How do they work?
That's what I'm saying. Also, hi, Very. Now back to that testimony. The shooter made this transmission, and Lemoire was in the air vent, right above the dressing room where the shooter stood. Let's look at the stage diagram. This is the area that the remote could reach from the air vent. Well, looking at this, it seems that Lemoire still could have done the deed. No. When the shooter made the transmission, the stage was slightly different than how it was shown here. It was in the middle of the guitar serenade. Part of the stage was raised. Prosecutor Gavin and Lemoire stand-in were in the air. They were on a tower, which happens to be 15 feet tall. They're so proud of this 3D scene. They're so proud of it. In other words, the remote couldn't have worked from Lemoire's position in the air vent. Oh, I see. It would have had to be on, okay. Oh. Well, Detective Cruchen, what do you say to that? Well, the detonator still could have been planted in the piano. Your Honor. Yes, Detective? Could we see the video where Gavin's guitar burns just one more time? Oh, well, I don't see why not. I just really want to watch that fucking 3D visual again. Pleasure. They're so obsessed. That drum kit back behind him is fucking huge. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So yeah, it ignites right there. It starts burning. Yeah. Too bad, so sad, Punk. Punk? First you were Sleeves, then Kid, now Punk? You're losing rank fast, Apollo. Why is Sleeves high rank? What exactly were we supposed to see in this video? The problem isn't what we see, correct, Darian? Right, it's what you hear. We are musicians after all. Care to explain for us non-musicians? Sure thing, Punk. Let me get your yarn straight first. You're saying I ordered the Wii pianist to set off that igniter? That right? Yeah? Well, in order to do that, he'd have to press a switch, am I right? Yeah, and the piano was playing? Well, let's pay attention to the piano. Piano! He's playing the piano, right? Well, he's not
The
playing.
Wii pianist.
He played a chord right when it did that, so maybe he intentionally messed up the chord so that it hit the key that sets off the igniter. By the way, hilarious that they showed it again. What seems to be the problem? The piano sounded just fine. And that's the problem, man. You still don't get it. Yeah! How's he supposed to hit the switch if he's playing? You got Miss Diva, the guitar and the bass. I already know this, skip it! The only one with their hands free was the Diva. But according to you, she couldn't have been the accomplice, could she? But I got penalized when I said she was the accomplice. Your accomplice would have had a hard time helping out. They couldn't even press a switch. Well, it was tucked in the piano! It was a secret key! It was a secret key! Oh my god! We love 3D! Woo! The DS is incredible! Incredible stuff! The piano plays non-stop. It was detonated with a key from the piano. It's in the strings, a mallet. He couldn't have pressed that switch. Well, Mr. Justice, the piano does seem to be playing when the guitar catches fire. Well, it's okay. We all make mistakes sometimes. Apollo, were you wrong? I can't be wrong. Everything, I'm fine. Not wrong. Everything makes perfect sense. How could it all just... Strange. What's strange? No, it's just... Something's odd about the performance here. Odd? Mr. Justice, if Machi Tabai didn't press the switch, he could not be the accomplice you claim he is, but everything points to it. Every fact says that he's the accomplice. You get the facts wrong, man. Here's some facts for you. Gavin's guitar is on fire. The pianist didn't press that switch. In other words, your story's full of holes. Mr. Justice, let's hear your final opinion on the matter now. Was the defendant Machi Tabai the accomplice? Your answer will reflect on everything you've said here. Give it some thought. Yes, he was. He pressed the key on the mallet on the piano. We have Trucy messing around with the piano to confirm this. He was the only one who could have helped. He had to have pressed that switch. It's the Blue Badger all over again. What do I do? What do I do? There has to be something that doesn't fit. Something odd. Something odd? Wait a second. You thought of something? What was Gavin saying just now? Strange. When you're strange, piano sounds so strange. No, it's just something's odd about the performance here. That's all I've got. What exactly did he hear that was odd? He hit the wrong note. I can prove it. I don't know if you call this proof per se, but I can prove it was possible. Then as prosecutor, it falls to me to ask you to show us how this evidence is supported. Here, forehead, you sure about this? Accept it, there's no evidence, man. Let's see your evidence. On what do you claim the defendant pressed the switch? The performance. The basis for my claim is music, Your Honor. Music? What about music? Listen to the piano part when the switch is pressed, right before the guitar burst into flames. I hear a piano being played, but doesn't it sound kind of simple? Shout out to simple piano flips. Flashback to 1 second ago, real. Better show that performance just in case we didn't know. Yeah, exactly. Simple. I think I know what he's suggesting. You think Machi could have played that part with one hand? One hand? Are you fucking jesting? He only needed one hand to press that switch. He could play the piano with the other. Ha! So you're some kind of piano savant? Actually no. What do you know? You couldn't play a part like this with one hand. Maybe. I don't know what I'm talking about here. Hey, wait, I know, Trucy. Yeah? You got something? Mr. Wright, your father, he's a pianist. Could he? Oh, Dad? He couldn't play a part like that even if he had 3 hands. So sorry, so sad for you. No, not really. Huh? That was just the easy way to prove it. There's always the hard way. Man, how are you gonna prove whether he played it with one hand or 2? You can't. I admit, it'll be rather difficult to prove. He played it with both hands because he hit it with the piano key. It's highly likely he was playing with one hand. How do you know that? The clue is what Prosecutor Gavin described as sounding odd. What sounded odd? I'll bet we can tell by listening to a certain part of the song. No way. Seems we've come to the moment of truth at last. Let's hear what Mr. Justice has to say for himself. Show us the part that proves the defendant was playing with one hand, right before the guitar burst into flames. Machi was definitely playing one-handed before the guitar caught fire, and one section of the song proves it. Ooh, I'm in control. Very pretty piano. Is it just that we don't hear the left hand? That's the section? I'm afraid I don't hear it. What's your opinion as an artist, Prosecutor Gavin? It's a beautiful song, and the lyrics are outstanding. I'll take that to mean there isn't a problem with this section at all. So what was the odd thing he heard? The switch was pressed in the first half of the second verse, right? I just need to find a place to compare to that. Oh, okay. Oh, it's the second verse. Okay. It's because it's played differently between verses, but songs do that plenty. It doesn't have to be the exact same. Pleasure. Yeah, that's the same. So the switch is pressed right here. So would it be the fourth one where he's playing with two hands again? Right here in the second half of the fourth verse.
Take that!
Yeah. That's the section? I'm afraid, never mind, shut up. Are we expected to use no music for that? Well, we've heard it so many times. We've heard the song so many times that surely, I'm assuming. First one? Prosecutor Gavin, I'm sure you've realized by now just what it was that sounded odd. So technically it's the end of the first segment. That's a little iffy. As I'm sure you've realized yourself here, Forehead. Realized what? I'll demonstrate. Let's listen for the part in the question. Okay, pay particular attention but the fleeting melody phrase. Oh, again. It misses a note there because he's playing with one hand. Man, how many times do we have to listen to that same thing? I'm getting real sick of how many times they're showing off that the DS can show these graphics. You're right, enough of that. Let's listen to another section, shall we? Never mind, let's watch it again. Another section? The guitar bursts into flame at the end of this second verse. Let's listen to the same spot in the first verse. Pay attention to the "Oh, that night in your embrace." I love this fucking awesome. We gotta watch it again, dude. Sugar, sugar, oh honey, honey. Very pretty chords. Good song. Ah, play verse 2 again. Oh my god. It's beyond parody. It's beyond parody at this point. But he didn't even have to be playing one-handed. We found the detonator by playing the piano keys and having the hammer hit the key. So you could have just had this, you didn't have to have this be he was secretly holding a detonator. You could have just have it be that he secretly pressed a key that was embedded into the piano. That was a way cooler solution than what they're doing now. They're clearly very different. What? Well put, Your Honor. The phrase in verse 2 is quite simple. But the phrase in verse 1 has high and low notes. You'd have to use two hands to play that for sure. Oh. What's that prove? I would think you would know that by now. This is why I hate dealing with amateurs, man. So the two verses had different arrangements. Happens all the time. Not this time, Darian. There's no point in changing an arrangement if you can't hear it clearly. And that wasn't, what? Yes, there is. That's just opinion, but whatever. And that wasn't the point. I had him play specifically so that the piano would stay in the background. Oh. And that was what I noticed. Why would the same phrase be so slightly different, I asked myself. Now you ask yourself why Machi changed how he played, and there's only one answer. He needed a free hand to press the switch. Order, order, order! We solved music theory, guys. We've made objective decisions about what makes good music and what makes bad music. I believe this ties all the facts together. Well, Prosecutor Gavin. Yeah. Though personally, this comes as a terrible disappointment. What? No comeback? Can't believe it. I finally did it. Shut him up. Very well. Barring an objection from the prosecution, I will now state the court's opinion on this matter. Good show, Sleeves. No, great show. It's not over. I don't like it when he looks so happy. This Switch? I thought this was a DS. You tell him, Gavin. Tell him what's so disappointing. Personally, I'm terribly disappointed. In you, Hair Forehead. Ha! Me? Yeah, don't get me wrong. Your case is solid. The facts all check out, but even now, still have yet to show us a piece of decisive evidence. Yeah, but the facts! Anyone can see it was him. Unfortunately, anyone does not include the law. I'm afraid your case doesn't cut it. But 1,000 facts might point towards the same conclusion, but without decisive evidence, it's not proof. That's the rule under our current legal system. I don't believe it. It does not seem as though the defense has any more evidence to present. Oh, I think if he did, we would have already seen it a long ways back. It is unfortunate, but at present, this court is unable to acknowledge your accusation. What? The truth is staring us in the face. Why can't they see it? What's the point of a legal system that protects criminals? Apollo, remember what Dad said? I hate the law, I hate the law, I hate the law. We have to break the law to prove it. We're gonna do it, we're gonna fix the court system. We have to go unconventional methods. I wonder what he meant by every man's igniter. I think he just means his weak spot, no? The kind of thing that a single spark could turn into a wildfire of emotion. I won't be able to press him any further by conventional means. I probably have to make him like mad that he missed his note in that one thing, and that's like proof. We gotta find a weak spot in this guy, something fatal. So can I get back now to work or what? It may look like I got a lot of time on my hands, but I got no more time to play pretend with this deadweight attorney. Kill the law. Well, Mr. Justice, we've come this far without decisive evidence. This witness won't be coming back to the stand once we let him go. Every man has an igniter. Huh. Didn't you say the better the guitar, the brighter it burns, Prosecutor Gavin? Oh yeah, good guitars are kept dry is why. That provides the best sounds. Again, we're just making like statements about objective, but it's subjective, it's music, but even a small spark could cause irreparable damage. Your plan has an igniter in it too, Detective. It was there from the very beginning. What? Fighting time, Justice. If you blow this one, he'll be out of your hands for good. Go for it, Apollo! Where's this igniter supposed to be to come burn me up? It's almost poetic here, Mr. Attorney. All the better, I'm rather fond of poetry. I intend to hear this one from through to the very end. Good! Hair Forehead. You are accusing this man Darian Crescent of 2 crimes, the murder of Mr. Lettuce and the smuggling of a Borginian cocoon. This is your last chance to prove your case. This trial has already run on far too long. Guys, let's watch the video again. Let's watch the VHS again. Pleasure. I love this part right here where it says pleasure and it's in 3D. It's so awesome. Man, the DS has such cool graphics, you guys. This is so freaking awesome. This will be last warning. The moment this igniter of yours turns out to be a dud is the moment this cross-examination ends. Understood? Yes, Your Honor. Then let's have it. Show us the basis for these accusations against Darian Crescent. The key that will take apart Darian Crescent's plan is show the court evidence? I did not mean to press space like that. Yeah, be my guest. Be all of our guests. Show us the evidence supporting your accusations. I should have had Machi to buy. I meant to have Machi to buy. Maybe the igniter is the igniter, so to say.
Take that!
This is your igniter? It's the fact that he fucked up his music. How am I supposed to react to that? Yeah, he's not flustered at all. I'm gonna call Machi Tabai to the stand, but first he's gonna penalize me. Yikes. Ow, ow, ow. Think, Justice, think. Are you sure about this? Your igniter isn't a piece of evidence. Huh? So what is? It is true I couldn't show decisive evidence, but perhaps what I need to prove my case was something else. You mean a witness. Proving his guilt is a tall order, but I've got just the person to do it. Very well, Mr. Justice. Who is this person who can prove Darian Krishin's guilt?
Take that!
The one person who can prove Darian Krishin's guilt is the defendant, Machi Tabai. Your client, again? Machi Tabai was an accomplice to the cocoon smuggling plot. Without him, Darian Krishin could not have gotten the cocoon. Furthermore, he can easily prove that that the one who plotted to smuggle the cocoon is the real criminal in this case. How so? It would require just one of the very cocoons Mr. Lettuce was looking for. With the cooperation of the Republic of Borginia, we could burn a cocoon. The burnt cocoon would leave a particular residue, a residue that would, no doubt, also find the inside, we would also find inside the burnt out guitar. Very scientific of you. Thus, if Machi Tabai acknowledges his agreement with Darian Krishin concerning his attempted smuggling of a Borginian cocoon, the case is solved. Darian's laughing again. Your unrelenting passion is remarkable. You really want to get me, don't you? Too bad you'll never be able to. Why not? The little key tickler won't be acknowledging anything, especially not anything to do with cocoon smuggling. What's all this about? Taking a cocoon out means death. Yeah, but only if he ever goes back to Borginia. He can just never go back to Borginia. By Borginian law. Ah! Yeah, see? If our pianist really was a smuggler, then testifying about it would be suicide. Believe me, he's not talking. But you'd be wrong, Detective Krishin. What? It's the other way around. If Machi doesn't admit to smuggling here, he's in deep trouble. Huh? How? Look, if Machi admits to smuggling here, then he'll be tried in our courts by our laws. You don't get the death penalty for smuggling in our country. The victim in this case was an undercover Interpol agent. I'm sure the news has already reached Borginia. They'll likely broadcast the dealings in court today, including the part about Borginian cocoons. Yeah, but if Machi doesn't admit to smuggling now, he'll eventually be picked up by Borginian police. It's not like he's in danger in our court. We're not gonna find him guilty of murder here, not now. Yeah, but you can't do this. You can't accuse me. Maybe the law doesn't allow it, but who's gonna think you're really innocent after hearing this trial? The same goes for Machi Tabai. The cocoon smuggling, your entire plan, Machi Tabai knows everything. There's only one way out of it for him, and that's to acknowledge his own crime. The crime of cocoon smuggling. Yeah? Check out how phallic my hair is. Don't worry there. I'll get you out of the country. I'll set you up someplace. A hidden mansion? Real nice. You want a house made out of cookies or no, a house made out of pianos? Come on. What? Please! Don't! What? What? Don't talk, I see. His hair was so long because it had a pipe in it. Gavin, stop it. Darian, I consider that my last session with you. We rocked. I'm guessing we can treat that outburst as a confession? Uh-oh, he's laughing again. There's a kind of sick desperation in it now, though. He's so cool. What is this court? Fucked up gorilla court, dude. Well, have you been listening to today's trial? Yeah. And you'll talk. You'll tell this court everything. I didn't want it to turn out this way, but I'm not the kind of lawyer that can overlook a crime. Today's trial was your benefit. It was all for your benefit, you know? I see no reason why you should hesitate now. I knew from the very beginning, I knew. Machi? Situation I cannot explain, but money I needed. Very much money. Today's trial raises a delicate issue with our legal system. The only thing definite in the court of law is evidence. This is the golden rule. However, it has become apparent that not all things can be tried by this standard. Also, hi, Zerk. Waves at you. Should another case of this sort surface, we may have to consider an alternate system by which to administer justice. Anyway, Mr. Tamachi Dubai chocolate. Yes? Mr. Dubai Matcha Labubu, I promise you will receive a fair trial by laws of our country. And with regards to the current charges for the murder of Mr. Lettuce, this court is prepared to announce a verdict. That was fucking... I mean, surely, chat, you know what image I have to be pulling up. It's this fucking jump scare. His hair looks better when it actually comes off of his head instead of being wrapped around like a bowl cut. Stupid ass necklace though. It's literally the image. It's fucking... Hold on, this is gonna be so worth it. It's him. It's literally him. I thank you. I only lie, but you see truth. You find truth. That's our job. Very well. This court finds the defendant, Machi Tabai, scary as fuck. Yeah, woo! Court is adjourned. July 10th, 4 p.m. Almost 5. I wonder what'll happen to Machi. Well, he did smuggle a cocoon out of Borginia, but I guess there'll be another trial here. All's well that ends well. Oh, yo, what's up, Phoenix? I thought that was gonna be Gavin. Dad! I owe you both my thanks. Lemoire? My, is something wrong? I'm sorry, Machi was your partner on stage, your friend. Yes, I thought him of as my own son. Even now I do, yet. Definitely not think of Trucy, who is my actual daughter, as my own child. Even though we are literally, I am obviously her mother. I thought of Machi as my own child, and not my actual child who is standing 30 feet away from me. Even though we are very clearly related, I thought of Machi, this random child, as my own child. Something got a hold of him. Something evil, I see that. No, Machi could have literally been smuggling cocoons to cure cancer. What are you talking about? Curing cancer is so evil. Just think about what that would do to those poor big pharma corporations. They wouldn't be able to stall us out, making money off of the dying and sick. He must pay for what he has done to big pharma. Have you ever watched the show Common Side Effects? Is that not how it should be? Big pharma on top and billionaire CEOs. I hate that Luigi. Don't be sorry. You have given me courage to stand up for big pharma. Courage? I am considering an eye operation. Do I have it? Do I still have it? No, that's from that other game I have to play. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? What is that? Is that Mr. Beast? Well, that's Mr. Beast, but that's a different Mr. Beast than the Mr. Beast I'm looking for. That's the cool fan art. That's I Show Speed. That's Abraham Lincoln. What? That's Kirby Air Riders. That's a Nubby cake. Where is it? Where is it? That's a gun. Let's go piss girl. Yeah! Mr. Beast! I am considering a surgery that'll give me vision again. I'm considering an eye operation. I gave people their vision back! Oh my god. It's real. It's freaking real. See, he's got his hand on her shoulder. He's right there. Mr. Beast. It's the same. Inside, I have two wolves. One of them is blind. The other is Mr. Beast. There we go. Oh my goodness. It's true. It's real. I'm considering an eye operation. It was my suggestion, actually. You mean you'll be able to see again? It's funny, I've always been afraid of the light. I mean, I could have cured my blindness long ago, but I didn't for literally no reason. Light seems so harsh, so unforgiving. I love being blind. According to the doctor, Lamar lost her sight due to some kind of accident. An accident? As you know, I suffer from amnesia. I feared that if I could see, perhaps I would open my eyes to the truth I have been running from. That is stupid? What? I was scared. She just loves being a deadbeat mom to Trucy so much she was scared she'd have to just start being her mother again. You know what changed her mind? Hearing your defense in here today. She could feel your gaze, unwavering, always looking straight at the truth. If the light returns to my eyes, I think I will take up painting. Painting? That's right. She's the landscape painter in sound, after all. I'll paint the two of you, I promise. Woohoo! I can't wait, Lemoire. I owed you my thanks too, Apollo. Thanks, Mr. Wright, but for what? You reminded me I need to hurry things along. On my secret mission, that is. Okay, I get it. You're trying to be Trucy's best dad ever and get her mom back in her life by restoring amnesia. On my secret mission, that is. Chat, look at the cool fan art again. Look at the really.
She wished she could see the glorious 3D performance brought to you by Nintendo DS.
That's so true. That's so true. God, I love this fucking fan art so much, dude. I love this. It's so cool. I love the fact that he's wearing his glasses that are being wiped are right over the attorney badge. I love the knowing look in Phoenix's eye. Dude, this is such a cool fucking fan. I love it so much. You're right, your secret mission. Apollo, Trucy, I hope that you will meet me again sometime soon. You bet, me too. Specifically me, your daughter. And so, like a ballad, the trial flowed on and on until it came to an end. Thanks to the trial, the guitar serenade was a huge hit. Prosecutor Gavin's even more dazzling to look at now. Gay! But now that's something I want to say. But now there's something I want to say to that guy. Next time you write a ballad, have them catch the killer at the end. Good point. It's a funny line. cute. The game's really the game's really getting me on its side now. It was like good, but now it's like, okay, now I'm like, okay, I get it. I like the characters a lot now. I don't know if a panty thief thing was the right move. I'll check out the opening of the final case, and then I gotta go, chat. And that is the whole truth of this case. Mason system. Whoa, mind-boggling graphics. Yeah? Oh my god. In order to understand it myself, I had to know the story of the last 7 long years. No, this is probably Phoenix talking, right? Someone was killed on life support. There's the, yeah. Sci-fi techno music. Nothing happens by chance. All is connected. It's all connected. This is the original case. Yeah, Zach dying. No, that's Trucy's mom getting shot. AKA, stand ready because I see a ponytail. Stand ready for the final chapter. What the fuck? Cool character design. Will the defendant be found guilty or innocent? The decision is yours. Yo, you, other Gavin, you're back. What the hell? Cool music. Anyway, October 7th. Yay. Hey, Apollo, look on TV. Look, look, look. Yeah, I'm kind of busy. Look at that. He's the last Grammary, all right. Amazing. Val? Should be watching this, Apollo. Ow, 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 what? What? I was writing about our last case in my journal. What, like 3 months late? Lawyers are supposed to write things in records, Apollo, not journals. I'm a TikTok journal guy. And why now? That case was 3 months ago. That's what I'm saying. It's a long story. I did a lot, you know. I want to vacuum pack the feel. What? I want to vacuum pack the feel for the moment for later. Right now, I'm vowing the crowd. I'm wowing the crowd by figuring out how Lamar disappeared. That's right, Uncle Val did that illusion too. But you're missing him on TV right now. I was just getting to the good part. I should watch TV with her, after all. Her father's expecting me to look after her while he's away. What you're seeing now is a rehearsal for the greatest magic show on Earth. Happening right here at our very own Sunshine Coliseum. The Sunshine Coliseum? Hey, that's where the Gavineers concert was. Only 3 more days until miracles happen here, right before your unbelieving eyes. The legendary Troupe Gramarye is performing for the first time in 7 years. That is so unbelievably, obviously Lamar. And wait, that's, why is Magnificus, right? What's his name? Why is he the one wearing the club? I thought he was the spade. Okay, so yeah, that's, yeah, I gotcha. Yeah, I can see it over there on the wall. This is gonna be great, I'm so there. You and Dad are coming too, right? The legendary Gramarys. Petrucci's real father is still alive. He'd be on that stage performing miracles. I've got the tickets and everything. Here's yours, Apollo. Okay, that's gonna come in handy. Ah, here you are, working hard or hardly working. Hey, how have you been? Hey there, stranger. Not exactly the kind of greeting I want to hear to my own, from my own kid. Though he has been gone a long time. How goes it, Trucy? Here, I got a present for you. Yay, pudding! I love pudding! Oh, it's farm fresh. And not just one pudding, but 3 whole cups. I'll have to pace myself. Oh, well, I'm beat. That's right, Dad. You're on a top secret mission. You gotta take it easy with the secrets, you know. How right you are. So, you still can't tell us what your mission is? Maybe it's time. It has something to do with you anyway. Huh? With me? Ooh, maybe you're getting a top secret mission too. Maybe you can be one of those guys. A spy? Can't I just be a defense attorney? To be honest, Telling you about the mission was my whole reason for coming here today. What? Tell me, you've heard of the jurist system, right? Yes? The jurist system? That's right, the new legal system everyone's talking about. And that's probably where I should save it, right? Get a recap of that and then start the next case. But I have to freaking go, dude. Early stream, early short, it's only about 2 hours. Wow, that's actually a shorter stream than I thought it'd be. But yay, next week, hopefully starting Sunday, I'm just gonna try to blow through this last case. I know it's fucking long, apparently. That's all I know about it, but we're gonna try to do a lot of it. Maybe when I get back on Saturday / well, no, it's Saturday today. Maybe when I get back on Sunday tomorrow, I might be able to do a short stream of something like Soma or something chill or something smaller. But I intend to try to knock out I've only gonna, I don't know. I'm definitely actually not gonna be able to finish it next week. We'll see. I have Tuesday. I'm gonna try to do a lot Tuesday, we'll see. I wanna get it done in the next 2 weeks. And then Danganronpa starts. And then Danganronpa. But that's gonna be the end of stream today. It's a shorter stream. Let's see if anybody's streaming this early today. On this early ass Saturday. I see Lime's going. I see Rev is going, Rev Scarecrow. I see Gongo is actually going because it's 9-year stream and 7-year affiliate anniversary. Oyasumi Luna-chan, Vicvillian, Mono is actually going, Fresh Beef. I might actually raid over to Fresh Beef, who's doing some Pokemon. Her stream title is In the End Game for ZA, so if you want to avoid spoilers, heads up. Fairy Latte is also streaming Pokemon ZA. I don't know how far or avoiding spoilers people are on Pokemon ZA, but you know, here's your warning. If you're still looking to avoid spoilers on that game, I'm probably gonna raid over to one of those streams. What a good song. Anyway, thanks for coming by, chat. I gotta go. The end of stream song today is actually relatively short. It's Pink Pantheress, Girl Like Me. It's a good song. I think I've actually played it recently, but it's just a good song. Take care, take care, take care. Goodbye, 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 goodbye. Thanks for coming by. Sorry, but I gotta go drive for several hours and go do stuff like get a haircut and visit family. Bye!